Welcome to our summer stitch along. I'm so excited to have you with us. Here is just a look at the finished product again. We have a variety of different stitches we'll learn. Stem stitch, we'll do back stitch, just a plain straight stitch, and then some of these fun ones. This is considered a woven wheel. The inside is a French knot. These are lazy daisies as well as this. And so hopefully you will have fun learning about hand embroidery. And then at the end, we'll learn how to pull it all together and make a nice hoop to display. In your kit, I have included the stitch guide, which does explain the different stitches, which color to use, and how many strands. A couple things that I did not include in your kit, but would be good to grab from around the house, is some extra fabric. You could use an old pillowcase, something that isn't stretchy. I'm still using, so I use this duck cloth. It's canvas. I just like the thicker fabric, but it also has a nice weave to be able to poke through, which is what you have. And then obviously scissors. We have needle, thread, and then this is your pattern. This marking, the pen marks, are actually, they will go away in heat, so do not iron them, we will take care of the creases, we will pull it really taut, it will look good at the end, but do not put it under heat, it will disappear, which is great for the end, but not right now. And yes, our thread. So first I wanted to go ahead and work on our thread. This is DMC thread. You can find it at just your regular craft store. This is for the fern. This is number 966. There are so many different colors. Whenever we pull thread, we always want to go from the bottom. So there's always a tail down here. It just pulls pretty easily, as you can see. And then we want to cut it off. When you look in your thread, let's see if we can focus decently, you will notice 6 different pieces of this thread. And in order to just manipulate, create dimension in our piece, we are going to use a variety of those different ones. And so we need to learn how to separate them. So in order to do that, you kind of pinch it. You don't have to press too tight. You just kind of hold it there, and then you pull one at a time. Never do multiples. One at a time, and it comes apart. So for the fern leaf, we are actually just going to use 2. So that's what we're going to do right now. So there's one at the bottom, and here is our second one. And I will save this thread for another one. And just to thread our needle. These are pretty tiny needles, but they are good for embroidery. We do have our 2 threads. Sometimes you might want to use your scissors, just clip off the edges if you're looking a little frayed. This is a size 5 needle. It's good for embroidery. It's sometimes hard to get all 6 in, but there are different tools if you're having trouble getting it through. Oh, let me see if we can get it in here. And we will just go ahead and thread our, sometimes even looking at it helps. Sorry, this is hard to look at through the camera. And we pull it through. You want to have a decent tail on that side. And then on this side, we're just going to knot it. There are other ways in embroidery to hold your pieces, your stitches in place, but I am going to show you a sewer's knot. You just wrap your thread around your finger, and then you roll it in your hand between your fingers, just as I've done. It's basically a normal knot with some extra loops, and then you pull it. You can either cut your tail off now or later. Just go ahead and do it. And I leave just a little bit. There's my knot, and there's the rest of it. And we are ready with our thread. And we got 2 strands through the needle. That's a great start. Okay, and then we also need to get our hoop set. So this is a normal 6-inch embroidery hoop. Clear our space. And what we are going to do is we are going to open up on this screw. Oops, let's get into the picture. We lay the just plain circle on the table, lay this one on top, and push it in. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, we will be moving this. It's good to use your practice piece a little bit. And so we want to have it pretty taut. It doesn't have to be like totally perfect, but taut enough. And then you're going to screw it in. You might need to pull it a little bit more. Oops, wrong way. And just get it to a point that it feels pretty decent. Maybe pull again until you feel comfortable with the way that it's sewing. So in our next tutorial, we are going to learn how to do this fern with some stem stitch and some straight stitch.